Today, history was made on Capitol Hill. The One Big Beautiful Bill, or OBBB, has passed the House and is now awaiting the President's signature. This sweeping overhaul touches nearly every aspect of American life, from your paycheck to your health care. Over the next 6 minutes, we'll break down the 10 most crucial facts about the OBBB and when you can expect to feel its effects. So at the core of the OBBB is a monumental decision, making the 2017 tax cuts permanent for individuals and corporations. Without this, a tax cliff loomed, threatening a $4.5 trillion tax hike over the next decade. Supporters say this move provides stability, encourages investment, and fuels job creation. The bill locks in lower income tax rates for most and keeps the reduced corporate tax rate, impacting families and businesses alike. Critics warn it will worsen wealth inequality and balloon the national debt, benefiting the wealthy and large corporations most. This foundational debate over who gains and at what cost sets the stage for the rest of the bill. The extension of these tax cuts is the bedrock of the OBBB. The OBBB introduces targeted relief for working and middle-class Americans. Tips and overtime pay will be tax-free until 2028, directly benefiting millions in service and labor sectors. The child tax credit rises to $2,500 per child, offering families extra support. Seniors over 65 earning under $75,000 get a new $6,000 deduction, easing financial pressure for retirees. These breaks aim to put more money in the pockets of everyday Americans, though some are temporary. Critics question whether these benefits offset other changes and worry about the uncertainty of temporary relief. For now, millions will see a lower tax bill. The OBBB raises the SALT deduction cap from $10,000 to $40,000 for 5 years, a major win for residents in high-tax states. This change could mean thousands in annual federal tax savings for homeowners in places like California and New York. However, the relief is temporary, reverting after 5 years unless extended. Critics argue this primarily benefits wealthier households with high state taxes, not lower-income families. The debate highlights regional tensions in federal tax policy. For many, this is immediate relief. For others, it's a new source of inequity. The temporary nature sets up another political battle down the road. The OBBB raises the nation's debt ceiling by $5 trillion, averting a government shutdown and default. This move provides short-term fiscal stability, allowing the government to pay its bills and fund operations. Critics warn it's a sign the bill's policies are not paid for, adding to an already record-high national debt. Fiscal watchdogs caution that this borrowing is unsustainable and could crowd out future priorities. The OBBB's debt ceiling hike is a gamble, solving today's crisis while deepening tomorrow's. The long-term fiscal health of the nation remains in question. The OBBB overhauls the social safety net, introducing stricter work requirements for Medicaid recipients starting in late 2026. Supporters say this encourages self-sufficiency and ensures benefits go to those truly in need. Critics warn millions could lose coverage due to red tape, not unwillingness to work. The bill also tightens SNAP, food stamp eligibility, and reduces benefits for some households. The Congressional Budget Office projects millions may lose access to food and healthcare assistance. This marks a profound shift in the government's role in supporting vulnerable Americans. The OBBB pours billions into border security and national defense. Funding increases for physical barriers, surveillance, and more Border Patrol agents, plus expanded ICE detention capacity. The defense budget gets a major boost for pay raises, advanced weaponry, and shipbuilding. Supporters say this is vital for security and military strength amid global threats. Critics argue the spending is excessive, especially as social programs are cut. The bill doubles down on enforcement and military might, sparking debate over national priorities. Immigration and defense see historic funding increases. The OBBB repeals or slashes federal tax credits for renewable energy, electric vehicles, and energy-efficient homes. Supporters claim the green energy sector no longer needs subsidies and that this levels the playing field for all energy sources. The fossil fuel industry welcomes the move, but renewable companies warn of stalled projects and job losses. Consumers lose incentives for clean energy adoption, likely slowing progress on climate goals. Environmental groups call it a catastrophic setback. The bill marks a sharp turn away from government-led clean energy efforts. The Congressional Budget Office estimates the OBBB will increase the federal deficit by $3.4 trillion over 10 years. Critics call the bill fiscally reckless, cutting social programs while ballooning the deficit. Supporters argue tax cuts will spur enough growth to offset costs, but the CBO disagrees. This is the bill's central economic gamble: growth versus debt. The nation's fiscal future hangs in the balance. Only time will tell if the gamble pays off. The OBBB includes a ban on federal health plans covering gender-affirming care, set to take effect in 2027. Supporters frame it as protecting taxpayer dollars and traditional values. Civil rights and medical groups condemn it as discriminatory and harmful to transgender Americans. The provision has ignited fierce debate, overshadowing economic arguments for many. The bill's legacy will be shaped by both its fiscal and human impact. OBBB is more than numbers, it's a cultural flashpoint. The OBBB passed the House by just 4 votes, almost entirely along party lines. This razor-thin partisan victory means the law's future is uncertain and vulnerable to political shifts. Key provisions take effect at different times, some immediately, others over several years. Americans will see changes in paychecks and taxes soon, but major shifts like Medicaid work rules and the gender-affirming care ban are phased in. The staggered rollout means the bill's full impact will unfold gradually. The lack of bipartisan support creates long-term uncertainty for families and businesses. The OBBB story is just beginning. The One Big Beautiful Bill will reshape American society for years to come. We'll keep tracking its impact. Subscribe for more in-depth analysis. Thanks for watching.